thanks for tuning into my video, and today I want to go and I'm going to do a demonstration of RFI devices, how they can RFI radio frequency into IDing devices. They can ID guns. Okay, and I'm going to show you this, and this is a pretty simplistic example. First, let's show that they're empty. That's a Glock 40, well 23, and this is a Smith & Wesson revolver. I'm going to show you something. First, let's show you that these don't make any noise. See that? Nothing. When I press that button down, nothing. Okay? Let's go up to this one. Nothing. Okay. Now, this little device here is a sort of like an RFA transmitter. Okay? It's in. It has a microcircuit in here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you when I put my probe next to it. See how it does that? Okay. So that is what that chip does. And I can get a little closer for you. Hold on. Here's the chip. And I'm going to put it a little closer and watch. And look how far away you can detect a signal on this. Okay, that's an RF type of transmitter device. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in this Smith & Wesson. Let's just back up here a little. And I'm going to take it, and first of all, we're going to put this in the grip of it. And I'm going to kind of show you how far this probe, which is not even really meant to detect that. It's not not even meant for that. But we're going to go ahead and just show you. Let's say we take this, and I don't have glue, but let's say you were going to glue that in there. You really wouldn't even have to. You just stick that in there. Let's go ahead. Okay, you see I put that in there. I put it right there. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and screw this back in. Okay, now we'll take our probe. And this is not even a real sensitive probe, and you can see it's in there, and I'm able to detect way out here. This gun. Let me move it up a little bit better for you. Okay. And let's go ahead and bring the gun up. Show you. And now we will remove the chip. To show you it was the chip, I wasn't like bogusing out. Take the chip, we'll put the chip over here, we'll put the gun back together to show you. Get this out of the way here. Okay, so now you're picking this up, so let's move that out of the way there. No, you're still picking that chip up. Let me get it out of the way. Nothing now. Okay, but if we put it near the RFI chip, and if we put it near the gun, you don't pick up anything. So. But you will pick it up from that RFI chip. Okay, so that's one place they could put it in the gun. Now we have a Glock, and you would think, oh, we're safe with a Glock. Let's take it apart. Okay, here is a perfect place to put it. This recoil spring does not rub a lot on here, or they could put it in the well. I'm going to show you first of all that I'm not getting any signal on this gun at all. Okay, drop this in. We're going to put the gun together. This is just for kind of, okay, so the gun's together. fibers. Oh, it fell out, so gotta put it back in there. I didn't glue it in, so I would actually glue it down in there. It would be helpful. Okay, so it's in there now. Okay, so let's get you a close up. And if you put that RFI, you know, it's right in here underneath this area here. So let's give it some juice. Okay, so you see how that is, and it picks it up quite a bit. And if even if we if you touch it, it's even more. Okay, you take the chip out, and let's just put it up to the side here. And when you give it, you get nothing. This chip still is very sensitive, so you want to move that chip even further out of the way. I have it kind of, so we'll just kind of move it off to the table. You get nothing. You know, once you bring that chip within range, you can hear it already. Yeah, it is berserk. Look at that. That is basically how the RFID chips work. It's a small chip. This is, you know, picked up by a receiver. I don't want to take this one apart because it's a friend of mine, but I wanted to show you that. And these are dangerous little devices. Now, what they're going to try to do is they'll put an RFID chip in a gun, and then they'll wire this to some other circuitry, like an actuator that will you know, go up in front of the bolt or whatever and prevent it from going on unless you have like a watch, or if you have like have something like a piece of like smart thing you lay on your hand, and then that enables it. So smart gun, one is the RFID, and this is more like the RFID with this. Smart guns, mainly they'll use an RFID with something like a watch that you wear or something next to your hand, and then when this gets here, this will enable this, and it'll have an actuator, or it'll have a plunger or something that interferes with the bolt or the assembly or something like that, and that will interfere with that, and then you won't be able to shoot that gun. A lot of manufacturers are coming out with them now, and what's going to happen here, we are going to have a cluster ship, because what's going to happen, the guns are going to be RFID tagged, so I would really suggest you buy a gun now and put it away, because it's coming. Total confiscation of guns, RFID tagging, GPS and guns and everything. It's coming. It's everywhere else. Get them now. If you get some cheap Glocks or whatever, stock up, buy 5 and bury them, because it is coming. It's on its way. And remember, I told you on this channel, and those guys that, you know, are going out and buying guns, especially the new people that don't even know what they're buying. I mean, those transmitters and chips can be anywhere in a gun, and they could actually take it and put it right in the plastic, in the molded triggers. They can mold the pieces, and unless you have some kind of device to pick up that, like a sensitive, like an inductive amplifier or something like this, or something that's going to pick that up. And this is very simple, simplistic. This is really not meant for this. This is meant for something else, but this is actually modified to give a signal to this pick it up, to show you as an explanation. So, but I hope this was educational, and guys, you got to be careful. Times are changing with guns, and pretty soon you're not going to be able to own anything. Shit.